My people, welcome back to Christy TV. Rivers State women have been protesting since morning as they are chanting, "Pharaoh, let my people go," to show that they are not in support of the sole administrator being instigated as the governor of Rivers State under a suspension of Fubara. My correct people then. As they are chanting, "Pharaoh, let my people go," the Rivers State women protest what they view as an oppressive clampdown on their freedom. The demonstrators are strongly opposing the state imposition of emergency rule and the suspension of Governor Fubara. They call for accountability, the immediate lifting of the emergency measures, and the restoration of proper governance in the region. As they say that, does it mean that their vote does not count? That their votes must surely count. They voted for Governor Fubara and not for the sole administrator that our own president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, instigated in Rivers State under the suspension of Governor Fubara as a result of the pipeline blast in Rivers State, which happened as a result of all this social and political unrest which has been going on for the past few months in Rivers State. My correct people, people are not saying what exactly is happening. I will allow you guys to watch what all these protesters are saying and what they are demanding for. And stay tuned.
There is no way there will be disagreement. In politics, we say we disagree to agree. It is a common thing in politics. And what was going on in Rivers State wasn't an exceptional case. It has happened in some other states. We've seen where the legislative and the executive had always had issues. But the one of Rivers State is very, very peculiar and very, very special. That we see measures that, were necessary being put in place that has completely truncated democracy as it is in Rivers State. First and foremost, the proclamation or the declaration by the president of the state of emergency in Rivers State came as a root shock to every one of us in Rivers State, not only in Rivers State, across the entire Nigeria, because we know circumstances and situations that should warrant that in the first place. We have seen, very serious and human life-threatening security situations that has happened in some other parts of the country. We have seen where President Jonathan, how he handled what we call a typical state of emergency. The state of emergency occurs in a state where the federal comes to assist the states in solving what that particular problem is. It does not mean that the democratically elected institution has to be dismantled. But be that as it is, Mr. President has taken his decision, has taken his stance. We are not going to question him because he's our leader. But the truth of the matter is, if the sole administrator's intention to Rivers State, as we were told, is to come and bring the peace, maybe bring the warring factions, see how we can find a solution to the political situation in the state as it is today. What we expected was, upon resumption of office, you try to interface with with these parties. Maybe meet with the governor, discuss with him, hear his own side of the story, meet with the legislature, the assembly, hear from them, hear their own side of the story, meet with the other faction of the assembly too, that is with the governor, hear their own side of the story, and see how you can mediate and bring these people together. Every Rivers man and woman expected that this was the mission of the sole administrator. But we were equally surprised and amazed to see him dismantling every democratically elected and appointed institutions in the state. All the appointments, all the boards, all the parastatals, MDGs, everybody, all the appointment, everybody, were all dismissed by the sole administrator, thereby paralyzing activities of governance in Rivers State. And this took almost 2 weeks when he now came back to, give us more shocker by pronouncing sole administrators. And funny enough, has equally gone ahead to pronounce the appointment of a RISEC when there's a substantive RISEC that has a tenure of 4 years, before anything or anybody can tamper with them. That has been set aside, and a new RISEC has been appointed. The Local Government Service Commission has been appointed. Most of these institutions are people, commissions are people that has to go through screening by the assembly before they can function in a typical democratic setting. But what we are seeing is completely different and not what Rivers people bargained for.
He stated that he wants to warn Ibas. If you act against the spirit of the Constitution, you will be held responsible. Your appointment is for just 6 months. Even if the president extends it, you will still leave one day because nobody elected you. Your position as sole administrator is not legally recognized. George emphasized that similarly, Fubara'S remains the duly elected governor of Rivers State, questioning Ibas' authority to make fair-reaching political appointments. What happens to those appointments when you leave office on September 18th? Why are you flouting a valid court order? Did you receive approval from the National Assembly to reconstitute the boss? Do you now wear both executive and legislative powers in Rivers State? He questioned. The PDP chieftain warned that Ibas risk being abandoned by those currently backing him. You have no legal right to appoint anyone. This is not a military regime. The constitution is still in force. Those using you now will throw you under the bus once you leave office, he said. Speaking as a fellow military veteran, George appealed to Ibas' sense of duty and legacy. You behaved honorably as a naval officer. Don't let unconstitutional actions stain your record. You did not down in the Navy. Don't let your policies drown you. Now is the time to apply the brakes. Wow. Thank you, this man for this for saying these words. I really appreciate it, for telling the man that he should not try to stain himself, and he should not allow politics to drown him legally and politically. This is a very strong message to the sole administrator in Rivers State in the name of Ibas. My people, then again, people are now asking question: why is it that it was so easier for the president of the country to issue state of emergency in Rivers State and equally remove Governor Fubara'S and instigate this sole administrator in the name of Ibas? The question now is: does it mean that all these killings happening going on in Plateau, in Benue, in all different parts of the country, in Enugu State, which has not taken part in Rivers State, they doesn't warrant state of emergency? Look at the killing in Plateau. Look at what is happening there. Even the one that took place about 2 days ago in Ondo State. Are you guys not seeing what is happening in the country? Why is it that Tinubu find it so difficult to declare state of emergency in all these places that have been jeopardized with insecurity? What is it? What is? I don't understand. Why is it in Rivers State? Why removing Fubara? What interest does this man has in Rivers State? What exactly do you want in Rivers State? What have Rivers State done? What is it that have happened in Rivers State that has not happened worse in the northern part of the country? Is it a question that so many bloggers, so many content creators, so many people are now asking, both Nigeria, people in Nigeria and Nigerians in diaspora are now asking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to give a very valid and fervent answer to this question. What is it that you've seen in Rivers State that made you to declare state of emergency in Rivers State, and why did you remove Governor Fubara without a rethink? The last time I checked, this man known as Wiki has done more harm than good ever since he became the FCT Minister of Nigeria. Yes, since his resumption of office, FCT minister has caused so many people homeless. As a matter of fact, thousands of Nigeria has gone homeless inside Nigeria as a result of destruction of people's homes. You go to people's house, you map it for destruction. You go to community, you destroy their buildings, you render people homeless. For crying out loud. And the so-called president of the country failed to caution his minister. And equally, your minister do even meddle in the affairs of the Rivers State government. Instead of you to caution your minister, you even sanction the governor, the later governor of Rivers State. What exactly is going on? As a president, you have failed to do your duty. You have failed to protect the lives and properties of the citizens of the country. Is it not high time you should resign as the president of the country? Here is a question that many Nigerians are asking the president. And recently, the lives of the president has been exposed. It has come to light that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is seriously ill, and he went to France for sick leave. He went to treat himself. People are saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu traveled to France on a business trip for business purposes to invite France to come and invest in Nigeria. Who are you? How can you invite foreigners to come and invest in a country where security is shaking? Insecurity has been the order of the day. Kidnapping, killings has been going on in the country. You have failed to tackle it as the president of the country while running to France. And then again, you went to France, and it happens that Macron, the president of France, equally traveled to Egypt. Are you guys seeing what is happening in the country? So many things has gone in a very wrong direction in this country called Nigeria. Is there any way that peace can be restored in the country? Are you guys seeing what I'm saying? Martin Nnamdi Kanu have equally exposed all this for a very long time. But Nigerians are blind because he is an Igbo man. They have failed to see what Martin Nnamdi Kanu have seen. This man saw so many things that made him to say enough is enough. I am agitating for the freedom of my people, which made him to offer the freedom of Biafra. My people, so many things are going wrongly in this country. Is it not high time we should vote this man known as Bola Ahmed Tinubu out of the office? See, there is anything like recall. They have been doing everything humanly possible to recall Senator Natasha. The person that deserves recall, the last time I checked, is not that person that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He really deserves recall. As a matter of fact, we did not put him there. As a matter of fact, we did not vote for him. We didn't vote for him. He brought himself over to there. So we got to kick him out of the office. What do you say? But where I know that it's not an easy job to do. But if it's a place where law works, that is the best thing to do. What is your opinion? Kindly feel free to drop it in the comment section.